All right. So in that case, we said we have two extreme situations. The first situation is you have so many sellers in this market. Okay. The second extreme situation is you only have one seller in this market. Anything between them will be either monopolist competition or oligopoly. Basically, oligopoly means you have a handful player in the market. Monopolist competition is you have some player in this market, not as small as this, but not as small as this. Okay, so are you in the industry more like monopolist competition or more like oligopoly? You need to do the calculation. We have four forms concentration ratio and we have Heisenberg index. So when we take a look, okay, we said we can calculate it. The first one is called full form concentration ratio, which means the top four large form. If this take account 40, more than 40% of market, definitely oligopoly, because the top four players, they take account almost half of market. And if you have top four firm take count less than 40%, then more like monopolistic competition. Okay, and we have Heisenberg index. Basically, they take the share of the market and make the square of that, so the root of that, and then the biggest number is pure monopoly because you are only one firm, so you take account 100% of the market. So 100 times 2, which is 10,000, that is the biggest number you can get for Heisenberg index for only one firm. And then the smallest number will be 0, pure competition, because each company, let's say, only take account 0.001% of market share, and then you double them, it's going to be smaller number. So you add together will be bunch of the small number, so it will be 0. So anything between them will be monopolist competition and oligopoly. Of course, the bigger number will be more oligopoly, smaller number, more monopolist competition. We take a look at some industry is a low concentration ratio. For example, top four firm concentration is very small, 30, and Heisenberg index is very small, it's way less than 10,000. Okay, but we recognize one thing, those industry usually is pretty easy to get in. There's not too much money you need to throw into this market. For example, retail bakery, okay, woman dress, plastic bag, okay. So those is actually why we have a fairly number of firms in this industry. Okay, and we also have some firm is very high concentrate. For example, primary copper. Okay, you want to own that company or you want to do that business, you probably need to invest a lot of capital on the machine. Okay, that's why top four firm in US take count 99% market. Okay, so in that case, if you want to say how can concentrate the business you are in, you can check this and then you will figure out are you in the monopolist competition or oligopoly, because then you will behave differently. So in that case, we said the first thing for monopolist competition is you need to know the characteristic and then you need to calculate the concentration ratio to say where you are more towards to. Okay, that for characteristic, I want to emphasize again, since it's monopolistic competition, it will have two characteristics come from the pure monopoly and two from the pure competition. For example, large number of the sellers and there's a free to entry exit. This is the same as pure competition. However, you produce something differentiated, so a little bit uniqueness on the product you produce. And then you have control on the price, so you don't do price competition. What you do is you use advertising to make your product more stand out compared to your rivals. So in that case, let's take a look. If you are, let's say, soft drink, woman dress, shoe, you are those kind of company, you are in the monopolist competition. Part of them is like pure competition. Um, in the long run, you're not gonna earn long run profit, okay? But you can seize the short run profit, okay? But you can control the price of your product. So in that case, how to decide the price and the quantity you want to charge to maximize profit? So let's take a look. So remember, for the pure monopoly, you have control over the price. If you can control over the price, your demand will not be straight line, because the straight horizontal line is the price pre-decided by market demand, and market supply from the pure competition market. Now you are facing downward sloping. Okay, so let me, where is, oh, right now here. Okay, so in that case, for monopolistic competition, okay, something does not look right. Okay, all right, so in that case, let's take a look. Okay, so we said for the pure competition, okay, you demand curve is this one, okay? However, for the pure monopoly, your demand curve is like that one. So monopoly competition is between pure competition and pure monopoly. So you will downward sloping, but not that steep. Let's say like that. Okay, so that will be your demand curve. Okay, well, if your demand curve like that, you will know your marginal revenue will locate below that, because every time if you want to sell more, you're gonna need to lower the price for the rest of it. So in that case, you have demand and you have marginal revenue. How to find the output level to maximize your profit? Well, that will be similar as what we discussed before. You will find the marginal cost. And when you find the marginal cost equal to marginal revenue, that is where you want to produce. So you will find output level to maximize profit. And at this level output where you want to charge, you find it from price line, that is the price. Okay. All right, am I going too fast?
No.
All right. Well, if you look at now, well, that is really similar as a pure monopoly. The only difference is pure monopoly will be like more steeper. Okay, this, since you have some control on the price, but not that much, so it will be more flat, just kind of like a pure competition. All right, so you decide the price and the quantity. Guess what? You already know the maximum combination of the price and the quantity you can produce to maximize the profit or minimum the loss. Are you gonna make profit or not? Well, it really depends on where is your total cost. Okay, so if your total cost is located here, oh, if you, where is, if your cost is here, guess what? You are losing money. If your cost is here, you're earning money. So in that case, let's go back to the graph. All right, so it's really, the graph is really similar for the pure monopoly. Okay, so here we say, all right, this is your demand curve. It is not flat, but it's not as steep as pure monopoly. And we have marginal revenue, marginal cost, interact with marginal revenue. We'll find the quantity level to maximize profit. And then this is output level, go up, we will find the price level, price times the quantity, that square will be revenue. Okay, where is your cost? You draw average total cost. At this level of output, this is your cost. So this will be the cost. And the difference between the revenue and the cost, this shadow of greenish shadow area will be the profit. And if you take a look, this is the price minus average total cost. This is profit per union times how many union you sell, Q, that will be total economic profit. Okay, So now let me think about that. So you are going to make a profit in the short term, okay? However, when time is long enough, you're making a lot of money here. There's, remember, for the monopolist competition, there's a free enter. So it's very not free. It's very easy to enter this market. So in that case, any of business who is making money, then other firm will come in. So if let me take a look, let's say Coca-Cola, okay, it did take a big share of the market for the soft drink, okay, they can seize the temporary profit, okay, and guess what, other companies saw that you make a lot of money, I want to come in and cut some. Guess what, that's why we have Pepsi, okay, and their taste is not the same as Coca-Cola but close enough, okay. So in that case, when more competition join in, guess what, they're gonna lower the price for the market, just same as pure competition. So when this price is going up, when this price is going down, eventually you will have zero economic profit. Okay, same thing for the for this case. Okay, here you price and then you have marginal revenue. This is the marginal cost, and this quantity is where you want to produce. At this level, this is how much you charge. And then if you look at this output level, you cost average total cost is higher than price. So cost higher than price, this part you're losing money. Are you going to lose money forever? Not really, because if you are in this industry and everybody losing money, the people will leave this industry and then finally they will raise up the price a little bit. Guess what? Then you will have zero economic profit. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, no matter you are in the pure competition or monopolies competition, as far as you have large number of the sellers there, there's no way to block other from coming in. Any profit will be squeezed out, and any loss will be motivation for the existing firm leave, and then they push up the price. So no matter what, in the long run, for the monopolies competition, we will find where this is price, this is output level, decided by the marginal cost, interact with marginal revenue. That is where you want to produce. And this is a price, but you notice that price is the same as average total cost. So if your cost is equal to the price, you sell bread $5, cost you $5, zero profit. We already discussed it a long time ago. Zero profit means every single input in this industry has paid off. Okay, so for example, if you are a manager, okay, you opportunity cost will be 3,000. Okay, zero profit, make sure you open your own business or you work for somebody else, you get the same pay. So zero profit, you still get money. Your accounting profit definitely is more than zero. Okay, but here, this is the point here. Okay, I want you to recognize, just like pure monopoly, this is the price and they paying way higher than marginal cost. So the bread is $5, marginal cost, additional cost for this bread is $3. You pay more than the cost. So it's not allocative efficiency. Is that productive efficiency? Productive efficiency said you produce at the minimum average total cost. Well, this is minimum average total cost. You definitely not produce at the minimum average total cost. So for the monopolistic competition, because you have a monopoly characteristic, your price is higher than marginal cost, you're not produced at the minimum average total cost. So you don't reach allocative efficiency, you don't reach productive efficiency. However, what we're saying is, in the long run, you will reach zero profit, okay? And the people are willing to paying a little bit high price and then the minimum average cost. Why? Let's say if the the clothes industry is pure competition. They sell something standardized and identical, which means everybody wears the same clothes. So that is why we have the logic, or we have reason why we have a monopolist competition, because people don't want to wear the same clothes. Yes, you can eat the same rice, same bread, or same letters, or same egg, but they don't want to dress the same. So in that case, you want to pay a little bit to be able to dress the different, so separate you from other people, right? Okay, so same as a soft drink and shoes and other kind of monopolist competition industry. Okay, so here, remember, for the monopolist competition, since you charge a higher price greater than marginal cost, you not produce at the minimum average total cost in the long run. So you're not productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. But since you are part of competition, there's no way to block other from in. Guess what? Your profit will be in the long run go to zero, just like a pure competition. All right. Am I going too fast?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So in that case, they do have this to show you how to do the things, but I really think it just looks a little bit messy. So I'm going to use the whiteboard. Okay. I'm going to use the whiteboard to show you, okay? In this chapter, if you're working on assignment and exam, I combined chapter 13 and chapter 14's assignment and exam into one assignment and a test. And this chapter's test and assignment, not only they want to ask about monopolist competition and oligopoly, they want you to compare all of them. So let me compare the first three first, okay? So pure competition, okay? Pure monopoly okay. So let's put them together. Okay, let's compare them. Okay, pure competition. Many number, a lot of firm in this industry. Okay, pure monopoly. Only one. Monopolistic competition between. I'm just put arbitrary number here. Okay, 10,000. Okay, so just try to let you understand. This is many, one. Not that many is still many. Okay, number wise. Second, are they gonna be able to take control on the price? Okay. This one, pure competition, no control on price. Which means they take the price as what it is. Okay. Pure monopoly, you can control the price. So you're price maker. Monopoly competition, you have some control on the product, so you are the price maker too. All right, so we talk about, okay, how many forms in this industry and can you control the price? Next one, let's talk about the things they produce, okay? So for the pure competition, you produce identical thing. Okay, so the rice you farm, the weight you produce in this farm is not too different from your neighbor's weight. Okay, pure monopoly, you have to make something is very unique. Okay, and not only unique, You cannot have close substitute. Okay. How about the monopolist competition? Okay. Well, yeah. Monopoly competition. Okay. Differentiated. Okay. It does not have to be unique, but definitely not identical. Something you can tell the difference. Okay. And then when we do that, we kind of have idea. Pure competition, you have so many forms, produce something identical. Pure monopoly, only one form, produce something unique. Monopoly competition, you have many forms, you produce something, there's some difference you can tell. Okay, so in that case, what you need to decide for pure competition, only need to figure out, okay, so you need to find output level, that's all, okay? For the pure monopoly, you do need to find output level and you need to find the price, okay? For monopoly competition, same thing, you find the output level and then you find the price. Okay, how to find it? Okay, so let me draw them together, okay? For the pure competition, your price is pre-decided by market. For the pure monopoly, your price is controlled by yourself. For monopoly competition, you have some control over the price, but it's more flat, okay? When you get more and more control on the price, more steep, less control over the price, more flat until you goes to pure competition. Okay, so very flat, okay? And for the pure competition, how to find output level? Very simple. You have marginal revenue, okay, which is equal to price, because in this situation, price and marginal revenue are flat. And then find the marginal cost. Then this is the level of output, and that is the price already pre-decided, okay? For the pure monopoly, since your demand curve is downward sloping, your marginal revenue is downward sloping. And then to find the output level, you just draw marginal cost, okay? And where marginal cost interact with marginal revenue, that is where you want to produce. Do you want to know the price? Very good. Go all the way up, then you find the price. Okay. And what if you are in the monopoly competition? Okay, you're again facing downward demand, so your marginal revenue will be downward. Okay, but here you kind of have idea. Marginal revenue. Okay, so marginal revenue is downward sloping and below the demand, and then you find the marginal cost. Okay, and then where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue, that is where you want to produce. Okay, to maximize your profit or lowers the minimum the loss. And this, how to find the price, again, go up to the price, which is demand. Okay, just by looking this graph, you can see, of course, pure monopoly can actually charge higher price. Monopoly's competition because more flat, less price. Okay. All right. Am I going too fast?
No.
Okay. So now let's take a look. Okay. So we know how to decide the output level and price to maximize your profit. Okay. So next question is, can you seize the long-term profit? Okay. Can I erase this part?
Sure.
Okay, because I have no space here, so let's erase this part. Not all. Okay. All right. So let me see. Put it here. Long. Well, let me actually put it here. Okay. Can you get a long run profit? Okay. So can you get a long run profit? It really depends on only one thing. Can you block other form come in? Because if you can block other form come in, then you can seize the long-term profit. But if you can, any short-run profit will be saved by other competition and they will come get you, right? So in that case, because don't try to memorize it. Okay, which one have long-run profit, which not? You think about pure competition. Remember, for the pure competition, what we said? Easy entry and exit. Okay, if it's easy to get in for the pure competition, of course, there will be no long run profit. Okay, easy to come in, no long run profit. Pure monopoly, what we have? They have a block to entry. Guess what? If you can block other form and if you can lower the average total cost, yes, I can. Oh, that is. Yes, I can have long run profit. Monopolies competition. Yes, you are kind of monopoly, but sorry, you are just the same as pure competition. Easy entering. As far as you either have entering, guess what? The firm will come to get you. So there's no long run profit. Right? Okay. So this, they talk about, well, in the long run, either you block the entry, you can get a long run profit, or you don't have long run profit because other form can come in very easily. Okay, next one. Okay, so we talk about the number of form. Do you have control of the price? What product you produce, and how to find the output level to maximize profit. We talk about the long run profit. I need to erase this part so I can have more space. Okay. Okay. Next one we're going to talk about is productive efficiency. Productivity efficiency and allocative efficiency. Okay. All right. I'm going to use short because no place to put all this. Okay. So what this tells me, okay, does pure competition reach productive efficiency or allocative efficiency? We said for the pure competition, eventually you will be here, okay, where your average total cost equal to the marginal cost, equal to the marginal revenue, equal to the price is the minimum average total cost. So in that case, you produce at the minimum average total cost, the price you charge is the same as marginal cost. So yes, productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. But for the pure monopoly, I guess not, because you charge higher than the marginal cost, and definitely at this output level, if we assume this is average total cost is not going to be equal to the minimum average total cost. Well, the level of output is not going to be equal to the minimum average total cost. So in that case, for the pure monopoly, guess what? No productive efficiency, no allocative efficiency. Let's look at monopolist competition. We said, yes, in the long run, you're not going to see the profit. Your average total cost will be exactly as the price. So you will reach the long run zero profit. But remember, you still charge the price is higher than marginal cost. So no allocative efficiency. Second, since the price is downward sloping, it can never reach the minimum average total cost. So that means you produce on the cost which is higher than the minimum average total cost. So you're not productive efficiency, right? Okay, so in that case, by looking this graph, you will be understand why pure competition is the only market structure you can reach both productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. And the pure monopoly don't reach both of them. And the monopolist competition don't reach both of them, but they do have easy entrance. So they reach zero economic profit. And you as a customer are willing to pay a little bit high price to enjoy the variety of the product. Okay. All right. So compared these three, okay, we find out we didn't bring oligopoly here. Okay, because oligopoly is a total different game. All right, if you're pure monopoly, you just do whatever you want. Okay, pure competition, you make decision independently because you don't depend on how your rival do. There's 10,000, 100,000 of them you can. And the monopoly competition, similar thing. If you're making women's dress, you cannot say, oh, let's say you are only one, you have 1,000 brand here, okay? You cannot react to all 999 how they do, okay? Maybe one of them lower the price, one of them to do the advertising, you cannot copy, okay? You cannot copy all other people do it. So you make decision based on your own cost and everything, okay? So all these people in the pure competition, pure monopoly and the monopoly competition, they are making decision independently, just like what we said here. They draw their graph and find their cost structure, and then they will decide what I'm gonna produce, how many I'm gonna produce, and at what price. However, for oligopoly will be totally different story. So let's take a look. Okay, so for oligopoly, we said is only handful formed in this market. So either the where it is, okay, either the Heisenberg index, okay, is pretty big, or the full forms concentration ratio is very big. So I showed you here. Okay, all right. So in that case, the reason we said for the oligopoly, I cannot draw the graph, is like you are in the poker game. I don't know how many players in the poker, let's say 4 people play in the game. How you're gonna place next round, it really depends on how the other player do. So let's say we talk about it, in Alva, we only have Alva Market and we only have Walmart. Let's say if Walmart decide to sell the milk from $3.29 to $1. Alva Market has to do something, because if they don't do anything, then everybody go to Walmart and buy 1 gallon milk for $1. So in that case, in the market for oligopoly, you have to do mutual interdependent. Interdependent means what? What I'm gonna do next is really depends on how the other people do. Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, however, if you think about it, if Walmart and Alva Market are only 2 supermarkets in Alva, what they can do is they can combine And when they come by, there's only one seller. So let's say Walmart sell for $3.29. Our market, I don't know, sell for $4. But if they combine, and if like this is only one place you can buy milk for next 100 miles, they can charge for $10, just like pure monopoly, right? So in that case, any of this only handful player in this market, they depends what other people do, but they really have very strong motivation to combine together. That is collusion. That's why we have cartel, you know, for OPEC. Okay, we only have Arabic country when they produce oil, they don't sell oil independently, and then they have to compete each other to lower the price. What they do is, I'm gonna have a meeting, and this country, this is how many oil you produce, this is what you produce, and then totally we're gonna charge a higher price. That makes sense, right? Okay. However, think about that. They are coordinate collusion together, and that will make them stronger and then get more profit. But however, let's say if Walmart and Alva decide, let's combine together, we charge milk for $6 per gallon. Any of them can secretly sell the milk to the customer for $3. So let's say Walmart and Alva, they decide, they set up the price for $6, but Alva secretly sell the customer for $3. Then all the customer goes to Alva market. So in that case, since they're not the one person, they are combined together. So they have very strong incentive to cheat. So that's why a lot of cartel, they don't last forever. Okay. All right. So that is what we talk about for this part. Okay. Monday's class, we're definitely gonna finish this part and move on the next one.